So
Um,
it looks like the track has dried off
yeah, I
completely.
was about to
It's
say.
completely sunny now. At least for qualifying, it looks like it's going to be dry.
Most drivers are going to be quite happy at that. I know I don't particularly love the wet, especially during quali. I love the feeling of low fuel, just being able to hammer the car around as fast as I can.
I myself am a fan of weather playing a big factor in races, especially like heavy rain or light rain in races. It changes everything up and brings the field closer together.
True, true.
I think some of the best races have had changeable conditions.
In the league,
I think in the league and real life, like
let's see
in general.
what league races did we have that were in mixed conditions?
I mean, I think this season D2 Canada,
Right, that was
we
very
yeah
good.
they have to start on softs in or they have to start on slicks in the wet.
You're
We
just saying that
haven't
because you
seen
won the
too much.
race. But okay.
No, I actually thoroughly enjoyed the race myself, and I thought it was entertaining. But also, like, just the idea that 2011 Canada, right? That was an insane race,
Right.
and that had mixable conditions.
True. True. I mean, sometimes you, but it is very hit or miss. I feel like sometimes wet
Yeah,
races are very boring, and other times they're very entertaining.
it depends on the driver, right? If like you have a driver full, or if you have a grid full of drivers that are very capable of being fast in the wet, then like they're gonna make the race interesting.
Right. I
But if you
think
have, go on.
I think that more often than not, wet races have a higher potential to be entertaining than dry
Yeah,
races.
with the safety cars and just you can never expect, you can never predict the winner in a wet race. It's
Right.
known as the great equalizer, not only
Right.
because in real life it's equalizes the cars, but because one mistake can just end your race.
Exactly. I'm riding on board with NVA, who's actually on the medium compound tires, just going up through a rouge, just
So
keeping
Siggy,
it
the championship
straight line
leader, is
as
also
possible.
Siggy, who's championship leader, is chosen to go on the soft. So that's a big difference right there.
Looks like Siggy's very close behind NVA. I'm not really sure um, why
I think
he's
he's
done
actually on
that.
another outlap. His red light is flashing, so I think he is recharging.
Uh, Either that or he did what we often all have done, and that is forget to put the battery into hot lap mode.
Uh,
See how much he lifts through over. Sorry. Yeah, Puon, he didn't really lift. He looked like he was committing through there. So it looks like
yeah,
he might have just forgotten to turn on the battery, which is a solid, I don't know, maybe a second around here.
maybe he just feels like he couldn't get the tires of the temps, so wants to go again. So we have
Possibly.
Sir Douglas reserved for Red Bull. He's quite fast, really consistent driver. He's actually on his outlap right, or he's actually on a fast lap right now in his heat rounds. He actually goes purple through the second sector. He comes
And
down through this long third sector.
Sargento sets the time to beat with the 145.196. Florida can't match with the 146.213. And NVA goes second fastest on the medium compound with the 145.526. So very impressive from him. Being
So
second
watch Sir Douglas
fastest.
right here. He might go fastest.
As he
Yep, he
does.
does.
Wow, 144.6. That's around 6/10 faster than Sargento in second.
So that's a statement lap from him. He's a reserve looking to
As
claim
Ops Marino
victory here.
goes even faster, 4/10 faster than Sir Douglas.
Times are ramping up here. I believe Kishi is the last guy to. Oh, no. It looks like he lifted, but he goes P4.
So Siggy 149.8. I'm not sure if that was second outlap or if that was battery related. As Babrams retires at the top of Rouge.
First of many this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, we have 3 races this weekend, and I expect Arush
Oh,
playing a
and
lot of
there
cricket.
there goes X Sublime. X X S XSB Slime. I was riding on board with him, and he must have done the same thing. He just clipped the curb and spun going into a rouge. Very unfortunate.
So Johannes Ludwig, only third fastest, could be carrying a little extra fuel. Uh, he does have handicaps as he is a very fast driver.
So it looks like Siggy turned on the battery this time. He's already 4 seconds up on his previous best time. As he goes
If
through
that's
the
his
bus stop chicane, takes it very nicely, gets on the power, DRS activated, crosses the line. There we
third
go, goes
fastest,
P3. That's what we like to see from him.
especially after last weekend.
Right. Yeah, he needs to stay consistent, stay at the top of the timing sheet in qualifying, and at the top during the race if he wants to win the championship. It's all about consistency.
So you're not 1 point separating McLaren and Haas at the bottom of the
Yes.
standings.
Yes.
Both McLaren drivers are ahead of the Haas driver because one
Yep.
of them has DNF.
9, 10, 11, and 12. But, yeah, as you said, XSB Slime has DNF'd. As Florida
Times
is just stopping on track to let someone by, I believe. Buffalo Trace looks like he's going to be finishing his lap. Improves by a second, but half a second. It stays in the same position. As I think OG has just started his lap. Another
P2
very
in the
quick driver, P2 in the championship, exactly.
very consistent, very capable of side-by-side racing, as we saw in Canada with him and Leaf Saz up to the final lap where he bended into the wall of champions. However, very good racing.
Yeah, as crosses the first sector line with purple first sector. See if he can keep it up through the second. Pushing as hard as he dares.
Keeps it nice and tight around there. Good exit.
See how he goes through Huan.
This can make or break your lap as
Little
he.
break, 2 downshifts. I think he was a little bit too slow through Huan. There was a little bit more to find there.
We're still nice, clean lap.
As he crosses the sector 2 line, let's see what he can do. Purple sector 2 as well. So OG is going very, very quick at the moment.
Yeah, now it's the run down to the final chicane and then the exit in the final chicane, which can be tricky to navigate.
Yeah, I mean, what he's probably thinking is right now is just keep it clean. He has plenty of time to set more laps. Just keep it clean. Don't get too much wheel spin. Don't spin out on the exit and get across the line.
That was beautiful.
He does it perfectly.
He
The
only goes
10th
10th
fastest.
fast.
Really? Oh, it says it also says purple
Purple.
sector 3 in the minimap.
Yeah, so I
So I believe
think
that's
our
something wrong
timing
with the
screens
game.
are.
Yeah.
Yep. The rain's still
As
affecting the sensors.
possibly. Looks like Johannes and Sir Douglas have both gone out on mediums for their second laps. I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to improve from their previous soft laps.
Yeah, normally if you want to go out on the mediums and you've done a soft run, you go at the very end of the session when it has the most
Right, when
grip. You're not going to make
exactly.
up that much time.
Looks like Sargento's found a way to cheat the system by just staying absolutely flat through Puan. He went so wide that the game didn't even detect the fact that he went past drive limits.
Yeah, so the problem with that is it makes the run longer That makes
It's
sense.
true. Yeah, you're right. He
As much
carries
as
more
you're on,
speed, yes, but
yeah.
it's a longer distance.
Fishy, who's actually about to go to another hall up, actually spun
Yeah, I think
through
so.
the final chicane, and he's going to another recharge. No,
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think his second hot lap.
he he's going on a hall up, even though
He
he
was for
spun
a
at the
second
final
slower.
chicane.
Who were you talking about?
Kishi.
Oh,
He spun at the
huh.
final chicane, which I'd imagine makes your tires very hot, but
Right, those rear tires are going to be
uh,
screaming for help. Um,
us,
looks okay though. I don't know, if I were him, I would just get back to the pits and put on a new set of tires. Because it is
yeah,
a long way around this track.
yeah. See, he actually did bail out of the lap. You can see his red light
He
flashing a
is,
bit,
yeah, she's recharging. Yeah.
but now he's not, and he
Oh, and he
slides through,
spawns.
and now he's definitely
As
bailed out of that lap.
NVA is about to cross the line to complete his second lap of the qualifying session. See what he can do. He puts his car up
He
to
goes
pole
fastest.
with the provisional pole, sorry, with the 144.07. Very impressive from him. Johannes is also about to cross the line. On the medium
So,
tires, goes third.
so we actually missed this, but the Sargento is actually missing a front wing right now,
Really?
and he's breaking brake boards. I know that could impact a few drivers. The 100-meter board is now gone.
Yeah. You just want to stay on the track at this point.
Right, he was trying to get out the way, but don't want to break brake boards.
Do you have anyone
Sir
else
Douglas,
finishing
Sir
laps?
Douglas has actually started his flying lap as he's going
Yes.
down the Camel
Looks like
Straight.
Siggy's about to complete his lap. Goes second, 144.2.
Oh,
Very
Sir
strong lap
Douglas
from him.
has actually just spun into going into the Lake Home chicane.
Oh, yeah, he's just want to. If I was him, I'd just get back to the pits and he breaks his
Oh,
wing. And that's it? Really?
it's his tire gone.
That's very odd. He was going a mile an hour.
Yeah, that was very
Just shows
slow
how
collision.
fragile the suspension on these cars is.
Yeah, F1 cars are very
So
fragile.
Gento's also retired. I didn't even notice that.
Okay, so Sir Douglas, a driver who is potentially on for a pole, will now have to stick with his 144.6, which I'd imagine will be beaten by a few other drivers as the track evolves.
Yeah. I mean, who do we have going across the line? Ops Marino had just spun at the bus stop about to start his laps. It's very unfortunate from him. Looks like he's just gonna have to go around again. He's just, yeah. Rivas crosses the line, goes 7 tenths faster. Leafs crossed the line,
Lisa
goes up to
six
P6
fastest.
on the mediums too. Very impressive from him. Looks like OG's about to start his lap. Looks like Buffalo Trace is about to finish his lap. Moves up to P16, swapping places with B-Bry.
We have another. Nope, I don't think that was someone getting out the way.
Okay. Yes.
Oh no, it was Ops
Oh,
Marino who was
Alfredo,
spun
he's
and he's
disqualified.
disqualified. So when you're
Oh no.
disqualified, your lap time actually gets deleted and you have to start from the back.
So, we're gonna have to... hopefully we'll see a recovery drive from Ops Marino.
So yeah, that's another
Will be
potential
very
pole sitter
entertaining.
out of the qualifying session.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he has the pace, so it will be very entertaining to see him possibly cutting through the field, kind of make up as many positions as he can.
especially with potential for a lot of safety cars.
Right.
Always be in the race. But now the top few guys have to feel pretty safe with their lap times. Almost, I mean, NVA is a second ahead of P5.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit odd. I mean, Leaf says sure he is on the mediums, but you would think times would be a little bit tighter. I guess the fact that this is such a long track does stretch out the times a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
So OG bails on his lap, just heads back into the pits. I think that's gonna be it for his qualifying session. He won't have time to set another lap.
So Revis actually starts his flying lap as he's getting a tow from his teammate down the Kemmel Straight.
It's very smart.
As Giannis lets him by.
Very good teamwork from the two Mercedes.
That tow could be worth a tenth or two.
Yeah, possibly even more. It's like Big Brad's about to finish his lap. Stays 16th. I'm gonna hop on board with Revis as he goes through Puan. Revis are one of the Zoom Racing League admins and the head of
Great
the
guy.
Division 3. Great guy. Solid man. And he drives a car. Drives a car in circles. Every Saturday.
So Revis about to finish his flying lap. We'll see what that tow did for him. He was very safe through the final
And he
chicane. Actually
aborts.
goes in the pits.
Huh.
So he bails on the lap. I don't think he'll have time to get another lap done.
Something must have happened. Yeah.
Yeah. As his teammate also comes into the pit, just accepting the third place.
Really? I don't know. If I was Johannes, I would have gone for it.
He's very fast driver. He could definitely get pole.
At this point, I don't think anyone else. I don't think anyone else will be able to snatch pole from NVA.
Ziggy is on a flying lap. See how he's doing. And so is Florida. Florida's a new reserve. We've yet to see his true pace with a fully optimized track.
He's
Maybe
pretty solid for a first-time driver.
but this will be his lap as this is the most evolved track.
Right, his NBA.
And
wow, even faster.
That's a statement lap right there. He knows he's faster.
Yep.
And if I'm Siggy, I'm going to bail out of this lap. But he continues to go. Maybe feeling unsafe from. The only two are left are Florida and Siggy.
No, he's lifting. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
So Florida.
Florida, the last
will probably
man on track who hasn't
see what he
finished
can do.
qualifying.
He's gonna go fifth fastest.
Very good from him. First time driver for ZRL and as a reserve, so he got the call up very late. That's impressive from him.
Championship leaders in
Helmet.
P2, and that's great for him.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, NVA, he did just join, so Siggy won't be too worried about him nabbing a ton of points off of his championship.
Yeah, but with the point system, it could get really close.
Right.
Like you get a huge chance to catch up.
So
but his championship driver right now is in P10.
Right. So running down the order, we have NVA and Siggy on the first row. Then Johannes and Sir Douglas on the second. Florida and Leaf says on the third row. Sargento, Cushy, Dan, and OG round off the top 10 with Jorge or George, XSB Slime, Sylvain, Revis, Buffalo Chase, B. Bright, Abrams, G-Nuts, and Ops Marino lining up the grid, starting in last with that disqualification.
So he's going to be one to watch, see how many overtakes he could get done.
Yeah, definitely. Going to be very interesting watching him
Yeah,
race today.
OG wants to fight through the grid as well as he wants to stay in the championship fight. He doesn't want Siggy to pull too far ahead of him.
Right. Siggy's already quite a few points clear of OG, to be honest. But I mean, all it takes is one bad race, one mistake from
Could end it
Siggy,
all.
and that's it.
So you just want to really keep it close, and then even on the last race, you could lose 35 points to your rival. So
Right. Exactly.
we are waiting on the formation lap to begin.
Yeah. And naturally, some drivers will be better in the race than they are in qualifying. You will have some people who are just qualifying pace merchants, and their racecraft isn't too great. They can't maintain pace on high fuel. They can't maintain good tire temperature. There's so many more factors in the race than just going quickly.
Yeah, so one of the big things in this qualifying session was that Mercedes. Rivas was getting a tow. It looked good, and then he bailed out on the lap. So, do you want to hear why that happened? Maybe we could talk to his engineer.
Yes, maybe we can. Let's see if we can get him in here.
Yeah.
Harry here at the start.
Oh. He might have been in the middle of something. We'll just wait on him real quick. Maybe we'll get him in later during the race. Don't want to bother him. Maybe they're talking about strategy.
Looks like Florida's already been disqualified.
Oh, he'll have coat tires.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that.
Don't want to make any mistakes during that
Right.
formation lap because it is a short run to the line, so tire temps won't matter too much. You just don't want to get absolutely destroyed off the line.
Exactly.
Which
If you
that
could,
does bring
pull Duncan in here real quick, as he's ready for his interview.
Okay. If I could drag. There we go.
So, Duncan, what exactly happened with the slipstream between Revis and Johannes in qualifying?
It actually went really well. So, I don't know what you guys saw on your screen. Your voice inflection made it sound like something went wrong, but
sorry, we just saw that Revis abandoned the lap.
I was watching it. It looked pretty good, and it looked like he was going to gain on that lap. Then I looked off, and then I was looking at him trying to finish his lap, and he just pulled into the pit. So
right. So we're looking at the data, and we saw that it was 0.5 to the next position. So we knew that he was 2.5 tenths up. Wasn't going to get him anything. So rather than go another long lap at Spa and put more wear onto his tires, we can leave those for later in the race. And so we pulled him into the pits just because he wasn't going to gain anything.
All right. Makes sense.
He is starting on the medium tires. Good luck on the race.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Hey, the grid is lined up.
Looks like everyone's getting to the good spots. Oh, B. Brian G-Nux, both disqualified. Oh, never mind, they're back. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go. Sublime has got a jump start, a penalty already. Johannes gets a good start. Looks like he'll be moving up to second, but NVA stays in first. Looks like Siggy's going to try around the outside. We have a bad camera angle. Oh no. As NVA keeps the position. Gnux gets a 5-second penalty for collision. So running down the order.
Major damage in the back as
there's Slime. There's Slime. Slime's out of the race. And it looks like, oh, that's a virtual safety car. And I think Siggy did get past NVA in time for the VSC.
So a lot of people got damaged from that.
No, he didn't.
Oh, and Nux is also out.
There goes Nux.
But a lot of people got damaged from that.
Looks like Siggy and NVA are just both passing each other. I'm not sure what's going on.
Revis is missing an end plate on his front wing, so he's gonna have to pit. And it's only a virtual safety car.
What's happening? I don't know who's in first. Okay, it looks like Siggy's in first as NVA seems to be slotting in. But it looks like he's trying to pass him. Odd.
So Nux was also supposedly having a car fault as their wheel was not properly centered.
See.
Revis continues to fall down the order with his damage. It's gonna be a tough race for him. He's gonna need to just, I guess, go on another pair of mediums.
Maybe. He could try to do softs. The restart's already happened. Guess we missed that. So, running through the order, we have Siggy, then NVA, Johannes, Dan Guda, Sir Douglas, Sargento, Pushy, OG, George, Leaf Says, rounding up the top 10 as Babrams actually gets past Leaf Says, and so does Slavine, maybe, and Ops Marino looks like something's happened.
Yeah, he's actually spun around. Or no, he's actually in the pits.
He's in the pits. Oh.
Yeah, him and Florida are in the pits.
Then we have Buffalo and Revis, and then Leaf Says Florida in the pits.
Revis has actually stayed out. I don't know why. He has a broken front wing.
Completely?
He's missing a whole end plate. He's missing his left end plate.
Let's see how he does through Rouge. Yeah, completely lifts.
Yeah, I mean, he lost so many positions.
I don't know. Not really sure.
Maybe that's a frustration call from the driver.
Possibly. Looks like Ops Marino, very close to the back of Slovene. He's already made up 7 places off the start. 7 places off the start. And is just right on the back of Slovene. Just right behind him. Looking down the inside of Puan. Thinks better of it and just backs out right before the corner.
Yeah, so Leaf Says who at the pit is already almost on the back of Revis.
Yeah, questionable for Revis as Ops Marino just being held up by Slovene, trying to go every which way to get past. See if he can get by him into Blanchimont. Into the bus stop.
It's a long race. I don't know why you wouldn't just pit on lap 1, go on the another set of mediums. You could keep your same strategy. You'll just be down a few positions, which could all be changed by a safety car.
No clue. Very odd.
So lap 3 as DRS gets enabled. The NVA is right on the back of Siggy. This could be the time he makes the move into the Lidcombe chicane.
Ops Marino's made his move past Slovene. Let's see what NVA can do on Siggy. NVA not using any ERS whatsoever,
but
just
that
saving
wing is open.
Tries to go around the outside, has the inside line, but Siggy gets past.
Fixed it through.
Very good defending from Siggy. Who has... Yeah, he still has a decent amount of battery. So, I wonder if NVA made a mistake by not deploying his battery through the Camel Strait.
Yeah, so one of the things, though, is, I mean, if he did deploy his battery and he did overtake him, if he wasn't able to pull away, then they'd just be ping-ponging off each other, basically. As Revis does decide to go to the pits, and he's coming out now.
Finally, he lost a lot of time.
Yeah, he lost way more time than he needed to.
Right.
As I believe we have a Ferrari spun around.
Abrams. That's the Ferrari of Abrams.
So people make mistakes. A safety car is very possible still.
So Oscar Marino already up into 9th place. He's gonna be one to watch. Going very quickly. Already made up 10 places.
Yep. Now he's gonna have to catch that pack at the front that's gaining DRS on each other.
See if NVA can get Siggy this time. That gorgeous Alfa Romeo. My favorite looking car on the grid, personally.
If she actually goes into the pits for a front wing change, that's tragic for the Red Bull driver and the Red Bull team as a whole. They were in the top 7 together, looking to score big points.
Yeah, and leading constructors as well, as NVA deploying his ERS and using the DRS. Clears Siggy before the straight's even over, and that's just an easy overtake that really shows how overpowered DRS can be sometimes.
Yeah, so Rivas decided to go into another set of mediums. As Florida goes into pits, and he's gonna have to get a front wing change.
You know, if I was Rivas, I honestly would have tried soft. At least already gets 3 seconds.
It could be possible. You could definitely make it 11 laps. I don't know how. Oh, Siggy falling down the order. He spun.
Siggy did spin on Puan.
Yeah, that is a deadly corner. And
yeah,
as long as he has no damage.
Now Ops Marino is going to be all over the back of Siggy. He's running rampant, and Siggy's on those burning tires after that spin. It's going to be another big fight.
Siggy's going to want to be chasing down his championship rival in front of him, OG.
So NVA is going to be very content with that. Now he has an almost 8/10 gap, 9/10 gap almost, to the guy in second place. This is the fastest lap so far of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, but Johannes is right on the back of him, and Johannes on the medium tires is going to go for the overcut.
That could be true, definitely. Johannes is going very quick on those medium tires, just keeping up with NVA. Actually, very close to NVA on the Kennel Straight. I wonder if he'll be able to get by him. He's actually lifting off the throttle.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give NVA that DRS advantage through the next few laps, and they don't want to just keep trading positions. That's going to slow both of them down. So Johannes
Ops Marino. There goes Ops Marino. He spins as well. Just catches that inside curb. Oh no! For someone who's making up so much ground. He's making up so much ground and drops down to 11th place. But speaking of the soft, I wonder if Cushy's gonna go for that.
It's possible, but I see him hitting on the medium.
What tire did Cushy start on?
Oh, he actually started on the soft, so yeah, he's gonna have to go on.
Okay, he can't do that then. About to start lap 6 of 22. We have Johannes and NVA very close together. Johannes with the DRS with 90% battery. NVA with 87% battery.
So Vindexa in 3rd place is actually just fighting for his life right now. He's drained all of his ERS, and I think he's going to be toast on this next straight.
Possibly. And there, Johannes is going to fly by NVA. Nothing he can do there as Johannes inherits the lead. And I think he'll be able to pull away. He's had a pace advantage.
Douglas behind him also makes the move down that straight. So now Douglas needs to catch up to NVA and get his DRS.
from
As
DNFing
Sargento
in qualifying.
deposits, Sargento is actually round now as well.
Looks like he's
He's sliding.
almost goes around again. Yeah, and those hot
His
tires.
Belgium says DNF'd. Safety car, full course safety car, and this is played into Revis's hands, who's had a terrible race, and it also plays into every
Yep.
soft tire runner's hands. Now is, I believe, the pit window.
So,
I
imagine your name is Revis. What do you do here?
don't know. You keep going on the mediums right now, but you try to get back right behind the whole path.
Yeah. The only problem is he cannot. He can't really. He has screwed himself a little bit. If he went onto the soft tire, he would be able to pit now for mediums and go to the end.
Yeah, but I imagine we see more safety cars, especially with the pack forming up. They're going to be close together. It's not a huge thing, and he just kind of thought I would have went on the mediums as well. I just preserved my one stop that I was going to do. However, Johannes, who started the race on the mediums,
4 out of the top 5 all go into the pits.
Yeah, every top winner.
Siggy stays out. Sargento goes into the pits.
Siggy staying out is interesting because he's gonna have to bank on a later safety car to get back into the top spot of the race.
Right. So I mean, looks like these guys, NVA, he might be able to take a win on strategy off of Johannes because of that safety car, that stop under the safety car.
This is one of the big reasons I'm not a fan of starting on medium tires. There's so many safety cars early in the race that it doesn't matter. You'll just get screwed over, and starting on the softs is typically what I go for.
You have to, even if it's a 2-stop race, honestly do like to start on the softs more, just in case you get those safety cars.
The cheap pit stop is really nice.
Right, exactly.
There's 2 McLarens in the top 7 right now. They're at the bottom of the constructors' table, but big points tonight.
For sure. Very good job for them to show up.
Sir Douglasm, Vindexa, or Danguda, as he, and B-Bry have all went on to hard tires.
Yikes. Not sure what their engineers are telling them, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how much practice they've done on these tires, but from what I've done, these are not it.
Yeah, I think if I was presented with a watermelon and a Pirelli hard compound tire, I would rather drive with the watermelon on my car.
Yeah, more grip, honestly.
Yeah, it is just not a good tire.
Yeah, especially because with the safety car, the mediums should be able to go to the end. It might be a little rough towards the end, but it will be better than being on the hards.
Exactly.
Which might start getting... The hards might start getting decent 5 laps from now.
Right. For me, it's... Would you rather be a little tiny bit quicker for the last, 3 laps? Or would you rather be half a second quicker for the next 10 laps? And then drop off a little bit.
Yeah. The hard tires used a lot in real life, used for longer races, not really viable in a league race setting with 50%.
Right.
Especially through a Rouge, it causes a lot of sliding.
Yeah, if we ran 100% races, then I could see the hard tire being a good option. But with the current format that we have, it's just really... It's never going to work.
Yeah, they're just not great on low fuel.
On low fuel, on high fuel. They
Yeah.
just are not great tires.
So that's going to be interesting for the Red Bull and the McLaren who are in the top 6, potentially fighting for a podium. Of course, then Goodo with the 3-second time penalty.
I mean, 3 seconds. Can you pull it to the guy in front? I mean, race is already halfway over. I believe you spent half the race under safety car so far. Wait a minute.
Up this.
Nope, I'm thinking of the first race. My bad.
Oh, yep. This weekend has been a lot of waiting as
A
we
little bit
do keep
confusing.
waiting. We do keep waiting for green lights.
I'm very nervous for NVA, who is really, really close to the back of Siggy. One random break from Siggy, try to get some heat into the brakes, and he's running into the back of Siggy and getting himself a 5-second time penalty.
That he'll have to serve because he'll have a broken front wing.
Exactly. You have to give him room. Just give him as much room as you can until the safety car goes into the pits.
In which case, you try to not stay too far behind him, but also not too close to him, and then just try to get the jump on him.
Yeah, he's scarily close. As the safety car is set to come in this lap, and we can resume green flag racing. So Johannes is slowing them down, just weaving, trying to get temperature into those front tires that are 7 laps old. So I wonder if he'll be able to keep behind the likes of Siggy and NVA behind him. Siggy, possibly, since he's on the soft tire that might start to be a little bit worn by now, but NVA would be absolutely rapid.
And that was an interesting call from Siggy because I think right now is when you'd want to pit, but you don't want to pit.
Right.
Like you don't want to pit right now because safety car's in.
Exactly. And Johannes just goes. Already pulling 9/10 almost to Siggy in front, and NVA has actually gotten a good jump.
Slovene is actually
Slovene is out. Slovene has DNF'd. I wonder how that's happened. I wonder if
I
that'll be
believe there's
another
another
safety
car in the
car.
back. It was the McLaren of Vendexa on the hard tires. He
Oh
spun.
no.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just tires that are
He's
not
actually
good.
gone into the pit lane exit. As NVA looking at the back of Siggy, might try to go down the inside. Has a little bit look, but lets Siggy just take the corner.
Yep, so Dan Good in the back is actually has wing damage.
Oh man. That's not going to be good for him or for McLaren. It was looking so good for them.
But they still have Jorge in the race in P4,
Yeah,
fighting for a
definitely.
potential podium.
I mean, both of the halves have DNF. So as long as
Are you finished?
the McLarens finish the race, yeah.
Be ahead of the Haas
They'll be good.
drivers.
Oh, so yeah. Speaking of finishing the race, we have a new, not new. It's not new in the league, but a revised point system. If you aren't familiar with it, winner gets 35 points instead of the normal 25, with second place getting 28, third place 25.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Douglas is trying to go.
Oh, you're right.
He's actually broken his front wing on the back of the McLaren.
Oh no, this OG gets by. He's gonna have to pit. Oh, but he stays
doesn't
out.
pit.
Interesting.
A lot of drivers choosing to sacrifice a whole lap around Spa, which
Yeah.
I would never do. That's a 2-minute lap time.
Right, it's a very long lap.
2 minutes with your front wing broken, it's just not going to be fun at all. And
You need grip through a lot of these corners.
especially him on the hard tires. He's no front wing and hard tires.
Yeah, as Van Dexler or Dan Gouda goes into the pits.
Well, he has a front wing. He's just missing an end plate.
Right. So looking towards the front at NVA. He just seems to be just waiting in Siggy's slipstream. He knows he's faster. He knows he's quicker. He's just waiting for the DRS to become activated so he can make his job that much easier. But all the while, Johannes is slowly pulling away. Especially from that pit stop window that NVA got the free stop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering, like, at what point I would have tried to overtake him as soon as possible because I wanted to try to pull into Johannes's grasp because now you risk him just pulling away and then gaining that pit stop.
Exactly. As Optorino goes wide at Puon, letting by Sargento, as NVA gets his first penalty. That can be crucial. And it looks like Optorino has damage. So he might have made some contact with someone.
NVA might be trying to make a move down into the chicane. He
As he does,
does.
looking around the outside. Siggy's
As Siggy
defense
pulls into the
has
pits.
been great. Yes, he pulls it to the pits, but his defense really has been great this race so far. But NVA is on for a charge.
Yeah, not pitting by Siggy has really cost him dearly, as he's going to lose, I believe, to 9th place.
Let's see.
Even more places, actually.
Siggy comes out in 8th place. So you were close.
Because Jorge is DNF'd.
Jorge has DNF'd. At the top
And that's caused a full safety car. That actually plays right into Siggy's hands.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Johannes is going to pit. There is
Yeah, that
no
also plays
way Johannes is not going to pit. Now,
So if you're B-Bry right here, right? He's on the hard tires. I would personally just box, take the few positions, and go into the better medium tires, especially if you think you have the pace.
so B-Bry, I mean, he's been the one racing, so it's up to him to decide whether or not he liked those hard tires. I'd probably thinking, oh my gosh, please get me off these things and get me onto a faster compound. But maybe he likes it, and maybe he'll try to stick to the hards, even though he has to be aware they are awful during the race, sure, but they'll be absolutely atrocious at the restart.
Oh yeah, hard tires, something you do not want to restart on. But speaking of it being a long race with safety cars, Kishi, who actually broke his front wing, is up in positions. Revis is already in 8th place.
And there goes Johannes in the pits. Sorry. Continue.
Leaf says who spun earlier is in 6th place.
Yeah.
This just shows that it's a long race.
Good showing. Yeah.
Patience is a virtue. You just don't want a DNF.
Yeah, I mean,
You could
patience is
damage
a
your car.
virtue.
You could damage your car. You just don't want that wheel to fall off.
Right. Patience is a virtue. I mean, as who else going to the pits? Sargento, Cushy, and Rivas all going to the pits. But an example of patience being virtue is Ops Marino. To me, I feel like he's been really trying to rush his way up through the pack, and because of that, he's made mistakes, and it's cost him positions. And he was up to, I believe, 6th at one point. Now he's back down to 12th.
Yep, getting news from Jorge, he actually was a victim of Radion, so that's going to be tough for him. I believe this is his first outing in the league, as he's a reserve driver.
I think so. Johannes is going to be very happy, though. Only lost 2 spots. 2, because of that safety car. And he's on the soft tire, compared to the 4-lap old mediums. He is going to be quick.
Yep, so OG P2 in the championship is P2 in the race. That position is going to go to Johannes, and then it's going to be up to him to try to defend from Leaf Saz and Siggy. As I believe Johannes will just have the huge tire advantage.
For sure. Unless he makes some sort of huge mistake, I really struggle to see him not winning today's race.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with NVA with that 3-second warning, 3-second penalty.
Right.
Which Leaf Saz also has.
It's true. So I believe we're going to go around again as the Buffalo Trace and Vendexa haven't gotten to the 3rd sector line yet.
Do we want to talk to the Mercedes engineers again? They have one car
Sure.
in P3 with potential win right now,
Yeah,
and
sure
then
thing.
Revis, who's made his way back up the field.
Yeah, get him in here.
Try to get him in here, but so hello, Duncan.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Mercedes looked disastrous for a bit there. You have Revis back up in 10th place. After his front wing was broken, why did he decide to stay out and not box when he got that damage?
It was an accident. He was just a little flustered in the moment, and he kind of just missed the pit box. But we've been blessed by this safety car. Both drivers have. So, notice a lot of guys decide to go to mediums. Our data this week tells us that we should be able to go 10 or 11 laps on softs fairly easily. So I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, and then the other big question, Johannes, he's been blessed by the safety car. He's on brand new soft tires. He's looking for a race win right here, and it's going to look like an easy race win. NVA is fast, but with the tires.
Yeah, Johannes is in a really good spot. We're just going to try to get a really good start and create a gap. So if it does come to lap 22, we're not in any battle for DRS.
Oh yeah, that is the big part. We saw Johannes just choosing to stay behind NVA on those first few laps because of DRS. All right, we'll let you get to it. You're a busy man. Mercedes is looking for a good race right here.
Yep, thank you.
Always a pleasure talking to Duncan. Stand-up guy, owner of the league.
Great
Wish I
engineer.
was him.
I mean, he doesn't have your trophy though.
He did not. I stole the trophy from him, so he might be a little bit salty about that.
Yeah, and Alfonso's gonna steal it from you.
No, don't worry about it. I believe safety car will be coming in this lap. Yep, as there goes race control, saying the safety car will be in. We're going to be riding on board with Johannes at the restart. It's going to be very exciting to see what he can do, how quickly he can make up positions, if at all. But I mean, let's be real. He's going to do it.
He's got to make the position. Yep. And he'll definitely be able to pull away through that second sector where traction is everything.
Right.
Grip.
The only question is, will OG and NVA let him by before the DRS is turned on again?
I don't think they'll let him by, but I think he'll just have the grip and.
If they dump their batteries, as he's already got past OG.
He's already past OG.
I think if NVA dumps his battery on the Kimmel Straight, he can keep him behind for that extra lap.
But in my opinion, what's the purpose of that? Because if you drain your battery, then you're letting OG have a chance at you.
Right.
Especially with that 3-second penalty.
But,
you know you're probably not going to win the race at this point.
Right.
Unless Johannes makes a mistake.
Sometimes drivers do fail to see the bigger picture here, but I mean, this is a huge picture. There's no way NVA won't be able to see it.
Unless NVA wants to try to force Johannes into a mistake. Because if Johannes makes a mistake here, that could be costly for his race.
Looks like NVA is being forced into mistakes, honestly. He's driving a little nervously. Big man Johannes behind him.
She's actually just been sent back to the back of the grid after a little kerfuffle.
Yeah, you're right. As Ops Marino loses positions as B-Bry. DNFs. It's a virtual safety car. I wonder if anyone's going to get now. I kind of doubt it. What was that?
How many laps of green flag racing have we had?
I was about to say, this is very reminiscent of D1 last season. I believe we had 5 or 6 safety cars with over half the race being under safety car conditions. But, yeah, we have not had a lot of green flag racing here today, unfortunately. It's
This
been
is even
quite
more
an
helpful.
uneventful, yeah, quite an uneventful evening. The connection struggles and now the lack of racing. So we apologize.
Yep. So this actually is even better for Johannes, as it gives his sauce even more time that they'll last towards the end of the race.
Right.
Because they might fall off on lap 20, 21, and 22, but now you keep them nice and cool. I wouldn't try to heat them up right now until the very end.
I wonder when the virtual safety car is going to end. And there it is. It ends. So Johannes will just be right on the tail of NVA going into the second sector.
Oh, and then if I didn't even think about this, but if you're Johannes, do you just want to like stick behind NVA and just take advantage of the 3-second penalty?
Nah, for two reasons. One, it's way cooler to win on track.
Oh, I didn't track. Yep.
Yeah. And two, there's no point. I mean, he can get past and he can pull away, so why wouldn't he?
Yeah, it's just risking the overtake. You know, you never know what his driver's gonna do.
Yeah, fair.
He might be able to just fly through in the Kemal straight with DRS. That might just be his play.
Johannes honestly might get him into the bus stop. He could
More
make
yellow,
a dive.
more yellow flags as
That
Cushy is
was
also
Cushy
spun again.
Oh no, it wasn't Cushy. That is Sargento.
Yes, I believe Cushy did spin,
Looks
but
like
then
he gets
Sargento
going again,
also.
and Johannes around the outside of Blanchemont gets past NVA. What a move from him. Going around the outside of Blanchemont is not something you can do with ease. So, yeah, very clean racing
DRS is
from
now
the
enabled.
drivers. So,
So
DRS is enabled. I think Johannes will
that
be
would
able
have
to
been
keep his
poor
position.
timing for the move. I think he would have waited till right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm
NVA
not
should get right
sure.
back.
I'm not sure if he'll keep the position. I mean, he'll have the tiny bit extra grip through Erosion Radion, but
Unless he wants to burn all his ERS. If he's able to keep him behind here, I believe he'll be able to pull through in the second sector.
he's not using any ERS. The NVA stayed behind. I think he realizes it's useless to race against him. Yeah, I mean, look at that. In just a couple corners, he's
Yeah, almost a
pulled out a
second.
second. Yeah. As Sargento goes into the pits, very unfortunate for him. It looks like this is the end of his race, unless there's another late safety car.
So a little battle forming up in the back behind those two is OG Leaf says.
As Lisa spins,
Yeah, so that's another position for Siggy.
loses his front wing. Yeah, another position for Siggy, for sure. OG is just going to want to keep it on track. He's out of DRS from Siggy. If he keeps on track, doesn't get any penalties, he scores more than him for the weekend, and that brings him closer and closer to winning the championship.
And look at that, Revis already up into P6 and just staying clean.
Crazy.
Obviously, at the first lap incident, I don't think it was his fault. He just stayed clean, relied on other people making mistakes, and now right up there, P6.
Yeah, really, really good day from Mercedes.
Johannes
Yeah.
pumps in a fastest lap. He's already
Dan Gouda. Oh my gosh, sorry to cut you off, but Vendexa just pulled an absolute beauty of a dive bomber on the outside of the bus stop chicane on Revis. That was
Revis
very good.
Tries to go through the inside, but he's left no space.
Ooh. Vendexa, bit of a snap on the exit of turn 1. Revis might be able to get him at the going into the cone. Burning his DRS is Vendexa, already down to 13%.
Yeah, and if you're Revis, you know he has a 3-second penalty, so kind of just chill behind him until you can make the move, and then you make the move.
Revis knows he has the penalty. Revis has around 20-30% more ERS. He just has to stay within that second.
Johannes 3 seconds ahead of NBA.
Yeah, it's
Already cleared the
crazy.
penalties. And
Crazy.
if that, I don't see NBA anywhere in this race. He's gonna be in P2 and he's gonna have to settle for that. 2 consecutive P2 finishes. Can't be mad
P3.
about that.
Unless he can pull another
Pull
second.
from OG. Yeah, you're right.
Siggy's gotten to the DRS of Uji. Moving forward, we'll be able to see possibly a battle between the two championship rivals.
Yep, Siggy's gonna get DRS down the Camel straight. That's the big key here. Ops Marino gets a 3 second penalty to add to his disastrous weekend.
I
But
mean, we
it's
say
disastrous when he's
disastrous.
still in P8,
Right,
yeah?
right. We say disastrous because he was in a better position and he could be in a better position, but P8 from P20? Pretty good.
Still
As
impressive.
Siggy, looks like Siggy's gonna get past OG, but OG sticks it, but he can't quite defend. Siggy moves up into P3.
Yeah, Siggy with the DRS actually went purple through the first sector. That's just how powerful it is, coupled with ERS. Now he's gonna have to try to pull away from OG. It's not an easy task.
And Buffalo goes into the pits. Maybe Sargento might be able to get. Nah, never mind. We won't get him. Oh, it said Buffalo was in the pits. Maybe it didn't, and I'm just really blind. Not sure. So all my intervals have gone away.
Yeah, same. So I have no clue on gaps. That should be fixed once they cross the finish line.
Right, right.
But OG right on the back of Siggy.
He's gonna try to stick as close as he can.
And then
so that
Ops
he gets
Marino
that
on the back of
DRS.
Rivas as well. Of course, Ops Marino with the time penalty.
There you go. So we're getting a couple. As OG gets a little bit of wheel spin on the exit of the last corner, and drops. Looks like that's gonna be it for his podium hopes. Riding on board with Ops Marino, getting closer and closer to Rivas each lap.
This is Buffalo Trace spun again. He's had a bad weekend, but as long as he stays in the race, he will get points.
He'll pick up, I believe, 8 points for the P12 finish. Ops Marino with the DRS on Rivas, closing and closing and closing, but not close enough. We'll go for it again next lap. Rivas and Mercedes, not going to be too thrilled about that. However, Ops Marino does have that time penalty to worry about.
Yeah, so another little battle that's not on track, but in terms of time penalties, Rivas wants to try to stay within 3 seconds of being good. He's just on the margin. He's 3 1/10 away, but now he goes to 3 seconds away. So that's gonna be a close battle in the times.
Yeah, Rivas is definitely going to want to get that P6 position to finish 1 and 6 for Mercedes, especially after the troubles that Rivas has had throughout the race. I would take that. I would take that as a win. I mean,
Oh yeah,
well,
for
they are
sure.
winning, but I take that as a constructor's win. Big points, all things considering. Rivas has really found his form too this season. Last season he was consistently running towards the back of the pack, but now he's fourth in the championship.
Got a little scared there. Saw yellow flags and see Johannes. He's already 7 seconds ahead of NBA. Yeah, this was a proper strategy.
Close to lapping Buffalo.
And if I'm Buffalo, do I just let him lap me? One less pain, one less lap of pain and misery.
Possibly. It's like Ops Marino might be able to get Rivas on track on this lap, but Will he finish ahead? That's the question. I mean, if you're Rivas, you don't want to be defending this too hard.
Yep, he
Because
just kind of lets him through.
3 seconds and 3 laps is a bit... It's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, he's 5/10 away already, but I mean, again, the DRS. If Rivas keeps DRS,
Right. So another
yeah,
pairing who's
Rivas.
close is... So Douglas and OG are pretty close together. I wonder if OG has any damage. He seems to have been dropping off a bit from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, he goes wide actually.
At corners, right. And there
Ooh,
goes
and
Sir Douglas.
Douglas. That was a beautiful move down the
Great
inside.
move. Great move from Sir Douglas to get past OG. OG will now be looking to try to get his position back. He's not going to want to let Sir Douglas take that.
And the first car has been lapped. Buffalo Trace has been lapped by Johannes.
So there's one less lap for Buffalo Trace's race of misery. Yeah, it has not been super great for him. But as we've been talking about OG and Sir Douglas, Rivas has actually been able to stay pretty close behind Marino. So those couple corners after he got past, he was really extending, but now, not so sure.
He is away with... He will get DRS here, I think, through the detection zone. Yeah, it was through the detection zone that he had. He was within 1 second.
Ah, I see.
But he's not within a second anymore. This could come down to the very end. As Rivas making mistakes now, he goes wide and into the gravel a little bit.
Almost 2 seconds, over 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Now.
He's making mistakes now. He just needs to calm
keep
down.
It clean. Yeah. He wants to calm down and he knows he has the pace. It's just about calming his nerves and being able to finish the race.
And so, Siggy staying within 3 seconds of NVA, so it looks like Siggy will have a P2 as well as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. And then OG also within 3 seconds of Sir Douglas as we go into the final lap.
Rivas goes wide, so that's another warning.
Yeah, he's already with.
He's out. Yep, 3.2. He's gonna try to hopefully claw it back, but Marino's been quick.
Who knows? Maybe Marino in the time pushing. Maybe he picked up 2 more warnings. They might be picking up a 3rd one here, and Rivas could be back in it.
Maybe.
You never know. You always want to stay on the gas.
Looks like he might be attacking Danguda. Danguda goes around. Vendexa goes around. Oh dear. Trouble for Dan Buda. He rejoins the track just ahead of Pushy. Looks like Pushy will be able to get by him.
Who's also had a bad weekend, a few wing changes here and there. Sargento gets a 3-second penalty to add on to his batteries.
Pushy's just going to fly right by. So
yeah, and if I'm Danguda, I'm not going to... Yeah.
Marino back in his original best position of the race so far, up in P6. So, I mean, it's a win from him. That's a win. Yeah.
Okay, Siggy within 2 seconds of NVA is looking clean for 2nd place here, which is going to be good for the championship protagonist.
OG is just dropping. He's dropped from P3 to P5. Very unfortunate in the latter stage of the race. Wonder if it had something to do with damage, possibly enough fuel. As well, we weren't even paying attention. And Johannes crosses the line to win. NVA comes home in 3rd position. Actually, second
Siggy
place.
Made a mistake.
Siggy must have made a mistake. Oh no! So Siggy actually is P3 and Cushy gets 3-second warning at the end of the race, but Johannes wins by 13 seconds.
And takes fastest lap. That's a dominating performance from Mercedes.
Excellent, excellent job.
And
For
on the other side of the
sure.
garage, they have to be happy with Revis's race as well.
Yeah. So running you through the order, we have Johannes with the win, 36 points in the bag, 35 for the win, 1 for fastest lap. NVA in second after Siggy makes that mistake, keeping him in third position. OG gets the jump on Sir Douglas to get fourth, with Sir Douglas in fifth. If my memory serves me right, I believe it was Ops Marino in sixth. As he gets the games driver of the day. Actually,
Yeah.
let's cut to that for a second. Ethan, who would your driver of the day be?
It has to be Johannes, right? Like,
For sure.
strategy, drove perfectly, no mistakes, made it work, and won in dominating fashion.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of doubt at the beginning, but really, after just a couple laps, he showed how fast he truly is and just dominated the rest of the race. Sure, people will say, oh, he got lucky with the safety car, but you don't pull out 13 seconds by being lucky.
Exactly.
So to run you through the order one last time, we have Johannes, NVA, Siggy and OG, and Sir Douglas to run out the top 5. Ops Marino, Revis, Pushy, Vandexer, Dan Guda, and Leaf Says in the top 10. Sargento in 11th, Buffalo Trace in 12th, with B. Bry, George, Slovene, Abrams, Florida, Genux, and Slime finishing out your order who have all DNF.
Yeah, do we want to see if we get some race interviews going?
Absolutely. Let's see if we can get Siggy in here.
Yep, let's try to. I think we should be able to get NVA and Siggy. I don't know if yeah, I don't know if Johannes does interview, so you want to go ahead and drag Siggy into here.
Siggy.
Hey.
So,
Excellent race, man.
solid weekend.
Yeah.
You looked like you were in for a P2 finish. What happened on that last lap?
I think it was sector 3 where there's like a little bit of gravel on the outside of a high-speed right, and
Dipped
the
your tire
night's
into there.
yeah, too tired to keep going, and that's it.
Okay, well, you extend that championship lead on OG marginally, but still, good race. I wish you a good rest of the season. You know, maybe you can win the championship.
Maybe. We'll see.
It will be nice for the Alpine team.
Yeah, we've had it rough, but we'll get it together.
Yeah, that Renault team has not won since Fernando Alonso. Maybe you could be him.
I pick him, so pretend for now.
Alright.
Excellent race, Siggy. I hope you have a good night.
Alright, thanks guys.
Thank you. See you. Alright, let me get NVA in here.
Get NVA in here.
Which was super ironic.
Yeah, facts, NVA. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you? So,
Oh man, that was a stressful race.
yeah, that last lap, you were. I'm just gonna assume you were worried about Siggy getting the jump on you. How relieved were you when he made that mistake, giving you P2?
Yeah, I was very relieved. That was kind of exactly what I needed in that moment. I knew it was going to be a close one. He's a pretty fast driver himself, but I'm relieved I got that 3-second gap to him.
Yep. 2 back-to-back P2 finishes. Gonna be looking for a win next week.
We'll see. I don't know about that. Ludwig is pretty fast, but if I can consistently get P2, I'll be happy with it.
So-
Had pole position, had the red flag race where you actually broke the car, then your team was able to assemble it right back together. And look, not all the time you get a second chance, but when you do, you gotta
Oh, yeah.
capitalize.
Yeah,
real life flashback there.
What were you thinking then?
Oh, I mean, it was one of those things. The game was being real laggy.
Right, blame it on
Wasn't
the
quite
game.
ready for the start. Oh no, and then I just absolutely binned it up that corner. So I'm happy for the restart. Definitely saved my race night.
So, did you think you could match the pace of Johannes, or did you know that he was just going to be gone?
The second that second safety car happened and he pit stops, I pretty much knew it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one back straight where I had not back straight, I guess the long straight where I had DRS. And I just wasn't using battery because there's no point in passing him.
Right. I mean, nevertheless, P2 is an excellent result. You should be proud of it. And can't wait to see more from you next week.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was super fun.
Thank you.
All right, and we will actually get an interview for Johannes. So if you want to move him up into here,
Sure thing. Johannes,
What's up?
what's up, man? Excellent race. Excellent win. Just absolutely dominant. Walk us through your side of it.
Yeah, we had some problems in the beginning with the lobbies, but so we kept on to a race, and yeah, I started on the mediums because I think I had the pace to qualify on the front row, but yeah. But P3, that's in the second row, that's also good, and then I just kept me behind the cars in front. And the first safety car fucked me a little because my strategy was not optimized to that. So I had to stay out, and that will ruin my race if not the second safety car came out. And great engineering by Duncan. He helped me a lot to talk me through the strategy today. And when the soft was just powerful in the last 8 laps. And I had a great restart in the second safety car on OJ, so I overtook him on the finish line. So in the first lap, so that was great to catch up to NVA, and he's a very quick guy, so it was important to catch him fast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You did all that. We were on board. You had the restart. Just got by him right into the first corner.
Oh,
and
nice!
That pass on NVA was just absolutely crucial, and to pull out the 13-second gap. I mean, insane. Excellent driving from you, my friend.
Thank you.
Mercedes winning in dominating fashion. What is new in the world of F1?
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Can't wait to see more from you next weekend. Have a good night.
Yeah. You too. Bye.
Thanks. So that's going to conclude it for your Division 3 Round 6 race at the Belgium Grand Prix for the Zoom Racing League. We hope you enjoyed it throughout all the technical difficulties, and
stay tuned for the rest of the weekend as we have D2 coming up tomorrow as well as D1, where we'll see the fastest of the fast drivers battle it out on Belgium.
Exactly. We can't wait to see you then.